What pushes a child to hold on to a dream when life keeps trying to loosen his grip? What makes someone believe that the game they love might someday love them back? Tell me, have you ever loved something and waiting for it to get fulfilled? Hello and welcome to Beyond the Boundary. I am Vabha Verma and today we are stepping into a world where dream was born not in stadiums but in narrow lanes, in crowded rooftops, in places where the sun feels too harsh, yet hope still breathes. This is the story of a boy who chased a sound that would one day change everything. Stay with me because what starts as simple love soon becomes a fight for dignity, a fight for purpose, a fight to become a cricketer. Arav grew up in a place where nothing came easy. Narrow lanes, shade rooftops, constant noise. But one sound always stood out. That sound felt different, sharp, clean, full of life. He followed it every evening, down alleys, across courtyards, past broken gates, until he reached a dusty ground. Kids played there with whatever they had bare feet, homemade stumps, but their passion overflowed. Arav watched quietly, every day, every moment, learning without playing, loving without touching the game. One evening, someone asked, "Hey, want to bat?" Arav froze. He walked in slowly, heart racing, fingers shaking. The bowler ran in, fast, wild. Arang swung. The boys cheered. He belonged for a moment. But the next day, the ground owner ended it. "No cricket here," said the landlord. And just like that, they were thrown out. Arav felt something fall inside him. Cricket needs space, and space needs permission, but permission isn't always given, especially to kids who have nothing to offer back. Arav searched for grounds, playgrounds, empty plots, ruined fields. Most were crowded. Some were claimed, many were forbidden. Every no felt heavier than the last. But something kept him moving. He didn't know the word for it then. But it was hunger. A hunger to feel the game in his bones. School didn't help. No cricket team, no coach, no encouragement. Home didn't help either. Bills to pay, chores to do. Dreams weren't a priority. But the heart doesn't care about priorities, it cares about purpose. One evening, after finishing chores, he asked his father softly, "Can I play cricket seriously one day?" His father looked at him with tired eyes, worn hands. "You can," he said, "but the world won't make it easy." And the world didn't. Weeks passed, Arav kept searching for places to play, kept getting pushed away. But one evening, something different caught his eye. A group of boys were practicing inside a school ground. Proper nets, real coaches, hard balls, structured drills. It felt like another world, a world he desperately wanted to enter. He stood outside the gate, fingers curled around the iron bars, watching every movement. The warm up laps, catching drills, sidearm throwdowns. The head coach noticed him. A tall man, firm voice, clear eyes. "You come and watch every day," the coach said. "What do you want?" Arav swallowed. "I want to learn, but I don't have anything." The coach nodded slowly. He did seen kids like this, kids with hunger in their eyes. "Come Sunday morning," he said. "Let's see what you can do." For 3 days straight, Arav practiced alone, shadow batting, footwork drills, imagining deliveries, repeating moments quietly in the courtyard after dinner. Then finally, Sunday arrived. Arav reached early, nervous but ready. The coach tossed him a bat and said, "Show me your basics." And for the first time, Arav batted in a proper net. It wasn't perfect, mistimed shots, edges, late footwork. But what stood out was this: he didn't give up, not for a single ball. After 20 minutes, the coach simply said, "You can train here, but you will work harder than everyone. Understand?" Arav nodded. A tiny smile escaped him. This wasn't a dream anymore. This was a beginning. Training became routine, not easy routine. Warm ups at 6 a.m., catching drills under the rising sun, stretching that made his muscles scream. The coach was strict. If someone was late, they ran extra rounds. If someone slacked, they filled it for an hour. But Arav loved it. Even the pain, even the exhaustion. One day, after practice, the coach gathered them and said, "There's a friendly match next week against another academy, a trial match." Everyone cheered, everyone except Arav. A tiny voice inside him whispered, "Will you even get a chance?" All week, he practiced harder than ever. Late cuts, covered drives, front foot defense, everything he could control. The match day arrived. Arav was waiting for his chance. He sat on the grass with his pads on, waiting, watching, hoping. The coach shouted, "Arav, you are going in next." His heart hammered. It was sudden, unexpected, terrifying. He walked towards the pitch, adjusting his helmet, trying to steady his breath. This wasn't a lane match. This was real cricket, with field placements, with bowlers who swung the ball, with expectations. He took his guard, tapped the crease twice, and then the bowler ran in. With long run up and a serious face, Arav braced himself. The ball pitched on middle and seamed away sharply. He missed it completely, beaten all ends up. The wicketkeeper chuckled. Slip fielders whispered. Suddenly, reality felt heavy. This wasn't neighborhood cricket. This was harder, faster, unforgiving. He looked at the coach. The coach didn't shout, didn't panic, just nodded. A calm, steady nod. Arav reset his stance, focused and determined. He knew he had to prove he belonged. Arav took guard again, leg stump, bat tapping the crease, breath unsteady. The slips move in, close, whispering, waiting for another mistake. The bowler ran in again. Same long run up, same angry stride. The ball pitched short this time. Arav reacted late. The ball thugged into his glove. Pain shot through his hand. He shook it off. No complaint, no drama, just focus. Next ball, fuller, straighter. Arav leaned forward, blocked it with a firm defense. The coach nodded again, calm, steady, reassuring. Something shifted inside Arav. He stopped thinking about the bowler, stopped thinking about the whispers, stopped thinking about who was watching. He focused only on the ball. The bowler came in for the fourth delivery. This one was overpitched, too full, too desperate. Arav stepped into it, head still, front foot firm, and he drove. The ball split the gap between mid-off and extra cover. Pure timing, pure instinct. A few boys outside the rope clapped softly. Not loud, but enough. Arav felt something return. Confidence, strength, belonging. Next delivery, shot again. Arav rocked back, pulled it. Not clean, but enough for a single. He rotated strike, ran hard, called loudly. His nerves settled. He wasn't dominating the match. He wasn't playing a heroic innings, but he wasn't breaking either. He was surviving, building, proving. Ball after ball, he fought, leaving wide ones, blocking good ones, putting away the loose ones. Practice ended late that day. Most boys packed up quickly, laughing, shouting, planning what to eat on the way home. Arav stayed back, still replaying yesterday's match in his head. Every mistake felt heavier now. The coach was sitting alone near the scorer's table, clipboard in his hand, a stack of papers next to him. He looked unusually serious. Arav, he called, come sit. Arav walked over slowly, hurt, tapping against his ribs. The coach flipped through a few sheets, paused, took a breath. There's something happening at the district office, he said quietly, and I don't know how to explain it to you yet. Arav frowned. What do you mean, sir? The coach looked around to make sure no one else was listening. Then he lowered his voice even more. The final list for the upcoming selection trials. It isn't matching the list we submitted. Arav's stomach tightened. Sir, what does that mean? Am I? The coach held up his hand. Wait, let me finish. He slid one sheet forward, freshly printed, officially letterhead, stamped. But the bottom part, the part with the names, was folded shut. I haven't opened it yet, the coach said. They sent it directly to me just an hour ago. Arav's breath hissed. Every muscle in his body felt tense. The coach tapped the folded section with his finger. I heard something today from another academy. Something about a complaint. Something about a fitness issue. Something a player being disqualified. Arav felt his heart drop into silence. He whispered, barely audible. Is it about me? The coach looked at him, not angry, not calm, just concerned. I don't know, but we are about to find out. Silence. Nothing but the sound of a ball being picked up somewhere behind them. Arav whispered, Sir, did I do something wrong? The coach put a hand on his shoulder. No, but someone has said something, and tomorrow we will know exactly what. Arav's heartbeat echoed in his ears. Fear, confusion, frustration, all mixing inside him. The coach stepped back and said, Go home, sleep. Tomorrow might be a long day. And that's where we pause for today. What was said about Arav? Who raised the concern? Will his love ever love him back? All of that. In the next episode of Beyond the Boundaries, we will get to know all of that. Until then, stay tuned.